Hello everyone. How are we all doing tonight? This music's great. The Lunar Lux soundtrack, good stuff. Speaking of good music, when we played 20XX the other day, we were like, man, this is a good soundtrack. It would be pretty great if we could listen to this on stream. Well, I did see that they do have a soundtrack for sale on Steam. So I do have it on my wish list. So it might be added into the rotation. We'll see. Anyways, we got stuff going on over here. I think we're going to finish this game tonight, by the way. I think, I'm hoping that it's not like 30 minutes. But if we do complete early, then I guess we'll have to look and find something else to play, and maybe we do a couple more runs of 20XX. Or, I know Astro was talking about Noita the other day. We could do a little bit of Noita or something. That's if this ends early. I think we have to go through a whole extra loop. Plus, we're not done with the second loop. So, I don't know. I think we got a little bit of time left in this. How about we jump in? How about that?
Story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
The intro's going hard, that's for sure. Okay. Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Still playing with controller. Hopefully story mode puts us exactly where we were. Continue. Replay scenes even. Oh. 1. Saved game. Yes, that's it. Exactly right. We did end directly at the beginning of the drive-in on the second loop, so hopefully we don't lose anything.
Last time
I can't imagine we
man
would.
came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Alright, so we have the SMG, we have the crossbow, right? We also have 10 flare gun shots, we have 5 handheld flares, and 5 flashbangs. So we have a lot. Got a lot of firepower on us. I imagine we'll be pretty good tonight. Interesting that it pick up the key, right? It's gonna be in here.
Serena's probably out of her mind again.
Also a page.
But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
All right. The dangers of creation.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
All right, so this is cool, right? Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. So then they say, the written word, more precise than the results of music or interpretive dance. Well, I don't know about the interpretive dance, but we definitely have the old gods of Asgard with their music. We're definitely tapping into this darkness. Mr. Scratch, more like Mr. Not Scratch. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't think his name is actually Scratch, though, right? It's Mr. something. It keeps getting redacted. I'll be interested to find out if we discover what his actual name is at all, or if we're only ever going to know him as Scratch, but we're going to find out.
You again.
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be be the mailman.
He's
or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone.
She's
who
in a
isn't
bad
crazy,
place.
Thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
You should sit down or something.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
See, I think the problem isn't remembering. The problem is that she's completely possessed, right, by the darkness. Also, you would think that turning on the lights here wouldn't have any more effect than, say, blasting the flashlight. So it's a little unfortunate that it doesn't work that way. That we can't just, like, save her now, the beginning of the cycle. Ooh, we got a radio. Oh, you figured his name was the sound of the scratching record makes. They made that sound. They've made that sound a few times. I think the sound of the scratching record is the redacted sound. But I mean, what if that actually is his name though? The sound of the scratch on the record. It's up for interpretation, I think, unless they tell us otherwise.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility
Breaking out.
that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
and that what we take to be freedom
It's
is
the narrator.
nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Yeah, what? That was crazy. The narrator that we hear, that I'm assuming we've created, right, with our words, took over for the radio host? That's odd. I don't even know what to think about that. Alright, oh, wait, there's a page here we missed. Oh, maybe it's outside? Hold on, I see it blinking. It must be out back. Can't jump over that, sure. There it is. Oh, I'm glad we went around this way. There's a fence and all. Okay.
My writer's block got
Rifles.
worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, but she also didn't just book it as a vacation, right? She booked it as sort of a self-help seminar at the lodge as well. That was a little bit of a twist of the knife in the back, right, to Alan. Had it just been the vacation, that would have been nice. However, let's remember, she was only doing it to help us. Alright, last time we came here... Some vehicles.
Getting it yet, genius?
Did some stuff. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. I switched to that one because we had a big guy there. This truck moved last time, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Alright, so up there is where we found the... Well, up there on that tree that's blinking, that's the crossbow. So we could get more ammo up there if we need to. Although there's probably ammo for it right here. There is. 30 sawed-off shotgun. This takes the place of the SMG. Can I tell you that's surprising? It doesn't have many shots either. I mean, now it has a few more shots. Let's try it. Although I think it's probably going to be a mistake, to be honest with you. Check behind us. Okay, we're good. Keep a lookout for pages, right? I think I see one all the way over there. I do. Almost certainly. Think that guy means business? Oh, shoot. Ah! I did the wrong thing. Okay, let's switch to this one real quick. I missed! Wait, where'd he go? What's happened? What just happened? Is that because I backed up out of his zone or something? He totally despawned? Weird. And when I said I pushed the wrong thing, I hit the back. I need to unbind the D-pad buttons from my back paddles for this game. New page.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
So, okay. This, we had a question about this in particular in the last stream. We were saying, is Mr. Scratch the darkness entity? And the answer is no. We have just learned for sure that he is one of a terrible alien intelligences. And now that doesn't mean an alien life form, right? It means different. He's one of those... He is a being from the dark place, but he is not the same as the dark entity that we fought. Now, the dark entity that we fought, is that also just a being from the dark place as well? Or is the being that we fought the last time the darkness, which would even be the power of the dark place itself? That's kind of the way I view it, right? The being that we fought before is everything, all-encompassing. And this is an intelligence from that zone, I think. Now, let's read a little bit into this bottom, okay? Let's pretend that none of any of this darkness stuff is real. Okay? The darkness is complicated, and you're loving it. Yeah, it's great. But let's pretend. By the way, I don't think this is the case at all in the game, but I do think it could be a little bit of a metaphor, if you will. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him. What if this is also a metaphor in some ways for some kind of drug addiction, right? You've become a different person. Right? We know that Alan was in a terrible headspace before going on vacation. What if this person he's becoming, based off of addiction, is driving him to be a different person and do different things, and he's taking over? But somewhere inside him is still the original Alan Wake, and he's trying everything he can to stop him. Again, I don't think that's the case, but what if it is a little bit of a metaphor for one? I could see that. I mean, I suggested it, so of course I could see it, but yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, we're gonna check the TV out in the hut over here before we head down. May as well grab the ammo too. Not that we're missing a whole lot. You like that theory? Nice. Alright, what's on the television this time? The photo?
I want to talk about Alice.
Oh, do you now?
Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times.
I heard something behind us. I'm almost positive of that.
I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever.
Oh, you think?
So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it.
Killer.
It's gonna be sweet.
Psycho.
My darling wife.
All of this is just to taunt Alan as well. He's having an enjoying time doing it too. You know, what if there's the other thought too, right? Of like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing, right? What if the original Alan is trapped in the psyche, if you will? You know, we ran all the way around this hill last time. We didn't see a single thing. I don't want to run the whole thing again, but I do want to get close and see if a page shows up on our little mini map up there. Just because, right? We want to get all the pages if we can. Although we might be running the whole thing. Yeah, he's totally just taunting. He's very good at it too. Oh wait, there is a page way out here. Okay. Glad we're coming out this way then. You know, we saw this little shack last time. We were like, why did they even put it out here? I still don't know, but I have a feeling either on this go-around or the next go-around, we're gonna have to come over here. Got a couple enemies coming in too. No, you don't! Reload, reload, reload! Okay. Sure. the ammo we spent. New page. Mr. Scratch's trap.
The trap Mr. is set for me is as simple as it is impossible. Whenever I reach him, he sends me back to the beginning of the maze. It's a loop in time. I go through it only to end up where I started. There's a brutal genius to it. If I die, it's over for me. If I survive, I end up where I started. Sooner or later, the odds will catch up with me. And in the meantime, he gets to toy with me. But that's why I have a chance. He's caught in this pattern just as much as I am. I know where he'll be, and I'm prepared.
Yep, that's all true. By the way, like the whole like metaphor bit of the addiction or the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing, I don't think those are at all true. I think legitimately what we're seeing is happening. There's these crazy supernatural events, and we are legitimately altering reality. I do think that is supposed to be quite literal in what's happening. I think if they did end up going a different way, that could be cool, but it's not what I believe they're going for, you know? Can't walk through that bush. You know, when we came down here last time, this whole section over here was not something we were able to go into, and it probably still isn't. But it's interesting that it's there. And, like, they detail it up with, you know, stuff. Oh, I see a page, by the way, right there. So this time through, let's take a left. And if I'm not mistaken, the box that's right over here is supposed to be a 40 manuscript unlock, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly or not. I don't even know if there's a reason to go around other than looking for pages, I guess.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
So, we do have a slight problem, and that problem is our weapon is short range. So we gotta be careful of that, right? Wow, there's a lot of guys here. Kaboom! Oh, they're not dead! And we wasted a shot. That guy's thankfully stuck. Okay. Oh, this is only 20. It's the assault rifle. The assault rifle's probably super cool, but the crossbow is so powerful. I'm slightly disappointed that we found the crossbow. Hold on. Let's see what it shoots like real quick. Just kind of. I mean, it sounds powerful too, doesn't it? All right, let's leave it here. We can get the crossbow on the way back. We'll give this thing a try. Like a good idea, right? And I guess even if it disappeared, we could go all the way back up to the tree where we got it from originally. Alright, like I said, we know that there's a page on the left side. We'll go that way again. In fact, are there two pages? There's a page right inside as well. Oh yeah. We're gonna be clearing out these manuscript pages. Wait a second. Aha. Now that none of these should be active yet, the power is off. Survival in the dark place
is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place, as long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
Okay. We are, good on ammo now. Hold on. I do want to double check, right, that there is no way over here. Okay, that is not openable. Got it. Definitely come hit the checkpoint. You never know what's gonna happen. There's a weird sound in here. Aha, page. Serena Valdivia. Is that the woman who's up in the front office
For
building?
Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
Again, we have to ask ourselves, is she even a real person, or is she someone that we wrote into existence? Now it's just the middle one? Okay. I wonder what happens if you switch the wrong lever. Spiders. This gun is way too much for just spiders. Oh, it hit me. Oh, the light actually does burn them, too. How about that? That's way better than wasting our ammo. You know, I could have swore we tried the flashlight before, and it just didn't seem to do much. Okay, we're getting spiders all over the place apparently now. We'll hit the checkpoint. We're gonna go back this way. As long as we're able to get through here, we won't have to worry about the electricity, you know? Except, it looks to be blocked off. Well then. The other way it is. I wonder if the spiders keep spawning indefinitely or not. Right, go! Go! Quick! Ow! Wonderful, right? Okay, we'll get our life back right up here. In fact, I'm gonna go a little further. Just because I would like to see what's back here. Oh, there is a lot of electricity stuff back here, too. I don't see a reason to go back there.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose.
Some big guys, this is where the other gun would come in real handy, right? Although, I mean, this isn't too bad. It's not too bad. It just goes through ammo so fast. We're almost out. So we will be switching back. And then, we may as well run over this way just to double check that there aren't any pages, right? Who knows? There could even be one way back here. I don't see one on the mini-map, though, so we're good. So, the game that's after this one, I think is technically Quantum Break, which Remedy doesn't fully have the rights to, so it's only loosely a connecting story. Loosely. There are some bits, but for the most part, like, legally it can't be connected, I guess. But we're still going to play it anyways. I did buy it on sale, and I'm intrigued by it. So, we'll be checking it out after this one. So, there is one other spot we didn't go to, and that is all the way up there where we find the crossbow. We could run up there to check for a page. However, we're pretty sure we're going to have to come through here again, right? So maybe we check up there on the last go-around. Ah, missed. Fill up on that ammo. Last time we had to do giant spires, didn't we? If those will show up again. Oh yeah, destroy the dark fountains. They sure will. We used a lot of flares in this section last time. We might do it again. Guy spawned right there too. Okay, we're good, we're good. Yeah, sure. Put a new battery in. We've got plenty. Oh, wait. There's a page. Oh. We ran right past here before, and I totally missed it. The plan.
I have created the weapon that can put an end to this. A blueprint to a new reality. All I have to do is survive long enough to use it. My arrival from the dark place will be painful and difficult. These pages may be lost. But one way or another, I'll send the parts I really need to myself. If I make it outside, I have a chance. Mr. is more powerful than I am, but he can't change the rules in the middle of the game. He's not a creator. I am.
Okay. I'll send the parts I really need to myself. What do we think these parts are that we're going to be obtaining, right? A lot of guys. Alright. The sawn-off shotgun is pretty great. It's just, well, short range. I feel like the SMG is still a better choice. A mecha, hence the blueprints. Oh, wouldn't that be crazy if we did actually build a mech? That'd be ridiculous. Alright, enter the access code.
The Champion of Light
Remember.
knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough.
It was late at night. The summer was almost over. There was a film noir poster visible. A spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Those are the things that we have to set up. It's not going to be enough, right? But last time we saw this, and I wanted to check it this time. So I'm not actually playing this. I just turned it on. I kind of hope that we don't accidentally fix it. Check it out, Tom the Poet? Well, we know Tom, right? Thomas Zane, the original writer that the Darkness was using. What does it say? A pinprick of light in an in an ocean of darkness. Film noir poster. There's our film noir poster. A Gift of Thorns, Alex Casey. Well, this is one of our books, because Alex Casey was the detective that we wrote about. And then we actually didn't check this room out last time either, because we got booted out of this time. Turn lamp? Oh, turn it to the fire extinguisher, sure. Astro's here! Welcome, welcome! Doesn't look like there's anything else we can interact with. Oh, there's a TV. It's a good thing we didn't miss out on a TV, well, one of Scratch's videos. Change the date. One more. It was 2 p.m. The coffee pot was on. I was wearing 2 left shoes. Why? The computer keyboard was upside down, and I had to go to the bathroom. So as soon as I flip this, by the way, it's day over. So let's just do one quick, like, loop around, if you will. Yeah, no, I think this is it. By the way, it did appear that I could... Oh, I could turn it on again. Sure. Change time. That is late at night, but this is real late at night. Some would even call it early in the morning. Quick! Play Death Rally!
It's not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. We need one more piece of the signal.
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
No matter how many times. I think just one more. I think one more will do it.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the Champion of Light endures.
You saw some determination in those eyes? Yeah, I did too. He wasn't scared or anything. He knew what was going to happen.
Each time he gets a
accepted
little
it.
closer, Each time, another detail falls into place. Now, the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness. Okay. Oh, it's sinking. Did it do that before? I do not recall the hut sinking in the past. That's gotta mean something, right? Okay. I'm gonna let it sink all the way. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but, goodbye, cabin. Baba Yaga cabin. Or flare gun. It actually didn't even give us any ammo. Goodbye, Diver's Isle, somehow in Washington, but also not. That's a new enemy. He's big!
What are you, the King Hillbilly?
Yes. Three shots of the crossbow, however. Oh, page. Almost missed that one. We're now at 40. 40 should be enough to open another box somewhere. I just don't recall where the 40 was. The old gods of Asgard.
Thor and Odin Anderson. Old gods of Asgard. I still don't quite know what to make of them. I know they used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
Really? Something godlike inside them. How about that? I mean, did they actually fight the darkness, or did they use the darkness and then sort of get away from it? I don't know if they fought it exactly. I know that they didn't like it, though, at the end. I think they did in the beginning when they were getting all sorts of power from it. And the power, by the way, was the power to, like, create awesome music. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Good on stuff here.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Oh! We don't even have to go collect any of the items this time. They're just all here. I do think, if we think this is the last loop, which I do think it's the last loop, we should probably do a quick run around the zone for the pages, but, Light? What just happened? We're good on the ammo. I guess I can pick up a flare. Start the oil flow. Play the music. Run from the explosion. They really are speeding up the last loop, which is good, right? Having to play essentially the same thing over and over again would be boring, but they're making it not boring. We have to take a right. Whoa, guys are dropping in from above? That's a big dude. Probably use the crossbow. Maybe not. Maybe we're good. We didn't need the crossbow for the big dude. Shotgun was well enough.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Will we save Emma this time? That'd be kind of cool, right? What's the thing that... Oh, it's getting the keys. Getting the keys will end our current day. Wow. They're really throwing these big guys. Oh, there's a grenade dude in the back. We're going to want to be careful about that. Oh! And as I say, be careful about that. We get hit by it. Honestly, I thought we had avoided it. It's too close! Ah! We're good, we're good. We got him. I see a page. Old gods in the studio.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
So what if the power inside the old gods of Asgard was because of this and not because of whatever they did? Probably never know. Alright. Sure, I'll unlock the thing just so it's unlocked, but we'll leave it there.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right around the same
Not as long as I show up, I guess. Clear now.
It is clear now.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance.
She's a good
doing
character.
it.
I like her.
You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Well, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough.
Here are the fuse box. Okay, you seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
She did some drugs.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Figments of somebody's imagination. We might be close to knowing for sure that actually these characters aren't real. Alan's well, I mean, they are real now because Alan created them. And by the way, I know there's a page back this way. Can just barely see it on the mini map, so we'll be going there. I'm just gonna check the doors too real quick. The radio. We gotta check the radio. There should be the TV in the back as well, right? Or the TV was somewhere.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman's got love for you, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could record an interview for your pleasure. Enjoy. Now,
With
I'm
Alice?
sure you all know the annual Night Springs Visual Art
Maybe?
Show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the culture business. If you can call it a business. That's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
And that's one of my guests here.
Serena.
Serena Valdivia. She's a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's...
We know she knows Alice, and Alice was there.
Held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's,
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
Yep. Okay, so we actually heard from Alice, which is cool and different. So that's good. I could have swore there was a TV here that we had watched as well, but I guess I'm not seeing it now. Keep running around the back. We need to do a real big sweep of the area for pages, and it looks like there's one right up here. I mean, this is theoretically our last time here, so we should be able to find all 21 of these.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
Now, I don't think we can go all the way out to the edges, right? I bet you if we walked that way in any distance, we would get stopped. Either invisible wall, or a horde of enemies, or the fog closes in. We did sort of see a fog thing happen once before. Yeah, oh, don't write that, Alan. Write that they're weak. No. There has to be a drama to it, remember? If they're weak, there's no drama. Might be a page out there. We should check the cave. Oh, here's where the TV was.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
Yup. But it did matter. It did.
So I've been thinking about Barry.
Oh,
I
have
don't know
you?
what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not going to keep him around, that's for sure. Al! Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend. Really? That's the best you can do. I actually kind of like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown. That's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business. Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch.
Oh, really?
Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that?
If you recall, we left him and the sheriff and the old woman, which I can't remember her name, underground in the light bunker.
Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah.
Do you think the actor had fun doing this? I bet he did. There is a possibility that we go to the fuse box and then it's like, oh, now run around the whole zone. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna bet that's not the case though. So we got ammo over here, but we don't have any pages. Okay. Can't go in the cave. All right. Good. I mean, they're limiting places we have to check for no reason, right? I like that. Now, I doubt we can go too far over this way, so we're not going to try to go too far. We are going to check out the building right over here. Right, there's also the very real possibility that the further into places we're not supposed to be, the more enemies are just going to keep spawning. Whoa! I shot just like 1 second too early. Good, we're good. Good. Okay, we definitely came in here before. Seems to be locked this time around. Which I guess is okay. We'll double check these doors too. Yeah, I'm sure it was the first door I checked. Sure of it. I'm not seeing anything on the mini-map anyways. So, no page over here. Sort of check this train area out. Also, if you see one blinking off in the distance, or on the mini-map, or whatever, call it out. Okay with that entirely. There's one right over there. Whoop. Oh, a guy behind! We've been struck! I think there's 2 pages over here. Maybe? I think I see flickers of something over there. Might not be a page, though. The Splitter.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead,
like the
their
vampire.
aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into 2 when they encounter strong
not
light.
the vampire.
It leaves the 2 halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
I wonder if they're sort of calling on themselves here. Well, the enemies, they weren't that imaginative. They were all basically the same enemy the whole game, right? Also, I think that page was probably here last time, since those enemies showed up last cycle. And the flickering I saw was actually all of that. Alright, we still need to run all the way down to the not the motel, to the diner. Okay, pretty sure we're good over on this side. May as well grab some ammo. Sure, why not? What? Haha! Spawn in the light! Good job. Yeah, just walk over here, it's fine. Trust me. Got behind. I shouldn't need to run up that way. We were kind of over there anyways. We'll take the road here, and I am going to check a little bit over on this side. Oh, I thought the fog was coming in on us there. There is a page up here. There it is. I see it. Nice. That puts us at all pages found in the zone. Barry and the old gods.
The Anderson brothers should probably have been in a facility somewhere, despite their tendency to escape from such places. It could be argued that they had no business being on tour, considering their condition. Their lives mostly revolved around the laundry list of ailments and their endless quest for liquor. But Barry Wheeler managed them now. And whatever else they might say about Barry, he knew how to make things happen. And honestly, it wasn't like the Andersons were the most difficult clients he ever had.
I feel like the only other client he ever had was us, but could be wrong on that. Alright, we're gonna stop at the diner anyways, but I think we've gotten everything. Now, the second loop we weren't able to go in the diner, so I doubt we'll be able to go in this time either, but we'll check. Nope, nothing. Let's run around the side. There's ammo and stuff out here, but that's not a big deal. Pretty much full on ammo. You know, we never did check this back door. Not a once. Locked. Which is what I expected, but locked! Ammo. Sure. Alright. Let's go complete the zone. And maybe save Emma this time? Maybe? You know, when we get around to the third zone again, the drive-in, we're going to try and save Serena, right? Because the second time we did not go back up and turn the lights on for her. We will this time. If we get the option to. I mean, isn't it technically on already? Because her light was on? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Not think about it too hard.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured.
Do you want to talk about what happened at the diner?
Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
The way you
Yes.
could be.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
All right. Explore the rooms. Now, looks like we got a couple different rooms. Oh, no, it's this room that we can check out, but this room here we've already been in. One that had the page. There's that room back there, which had a page as well. And then the actual room, which is this one. We don't need to go check the other ones out. We've gotten all the pages. Shouldn't be anything new in here, right? So, nope. Area 1, complete. Area 2,
The fate of
Coming
countless
now.
individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Now, the doctor at the observatory, she hasn't ever died. She's slightly been in danger, but not really. So I don't think we'll have to worry about her too much. And I guess Serena didn't die
Returning to the
either.
observatory for what he hopes
Just
is
Emma.
the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
All right, and how many pages are we missing? Look behind us, right? You never know if there's going to be one on the road back there. I don't see any blinking. I think we're good. I don't know how many pages we're missing, but we'll find out soon.
You. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Nice. I love that. I love the way they're doing the time loop with, like, the other characters remembering and also impacting the loop. I think it's great. Okay, couldn't do anything there. Radio.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
That's not what she said.
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game.
A video game.
Must be nice
Max
to know
Payne.
that his work is still being appreciated by so many readers.
Yes, of course, but I don't really deal with the business side. I leave that to Alan's agent.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side. I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
You wonder if the doc's starting to believe now? I think by the fact that she set all this stuff up, yeah, I think she is. Open? Were we able to open that before? I don't recall that being a thing, but okay, it's fine. No, we will not be taking the shotgun. We're set on all other ammo. We're good. It wants us to go this way, and that's fine. We'll go this way, but we're definitely gonna swing around to the other side as well. Right? We never know. I can't go in there? What? Can you bust out then? Climb? Sure. Where'd the other guy go? Circling around! I love the crossbow. It's a little slow, and if you miss, it's bad, right? But I feel like you could say that about anything. If you miss, it's bad. Everyone knows that flashlight beams can't go through chain link fences. I mean, we didn't even try, to be fair. For some reason, I couldn't open that, though, before. Now I can. Sure. Use it. Coolant flow
I believe
fixed.
we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
I mean, we'll try to be right there. Oh, it just blocked off the other path, didn't it? By the way, I think there's a page up here. I'm pretty sure I saw it in the flyby. I was trying to destroy that, but you know what? Maybe we needed it to destroy the gate. The fence. I don't know why. That's a thing I do. I'm very, very conscious of it. I just frequently call fences gates, when clearly the gate is the door of the fence, right? But on occasion, I just call a random fence section a gate. I don't know why. Oh, big guy. I thought it was the car we were gonna be worrying about. Another dude on our left, too. Let's back up a little bit. I missed. Back to this. Fire. Oh, that dude's turning around. Like we're out of his range. The range thing is weird. I kind of wish it wasn't a thing. Is it gonna respawn? Maybe? Is there just another enemy hanging around? This is what I saw though on the flyby. Any section of a fence can be a gate if you have a big enough hammer. You are right. You are right. 14 out of 16 pages. 2 more. Hold on. We need 2 more, but one of them is what we obtain at the end. So there's only 1 more to find.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else, you'll learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
Alan knows a lot about how not to go insane, I think. Yeah, I can't pick up anything else. We have like so much ammo. We don't use half of it. I do slightly regret, honestly, now. I slightly regret not playing on Nightmare difficulty. I didn't think I would, because again, we're in it right now for the story, but it is so easy as well. Can we sneak around this? I don't think so. Okay, they're really funneling us up the other path. Which is fine, I just want to make sure that we don't miss the page wherever it is. Okay, this is a fake light. And that's a fake light. That one's probably also fake. Yeah. No health or checkpoints to be found here. That dude took a lot of battery. Oh my goodness. I heard something behind me and I did not expect it to be steps. They were coming right up after us. Ooh, what's this? Is this the 40? It is. We can get the combat shotgun, but it's the crossbow that we have to swap. Let's give it a try. Hopefully something spawns real quick so we can just see what it's like. Wait, what was that? Oh, just ammo, okay. Good. Something is spawning. Is that a split? It's a splitter. So if you remember, the crossbow can kill the splitters without splitting. Oh, this thing has a lot of shots. Like, I don't have to reload after 2 shots like the other one. I mean, this is a good weapon, too. It really is. We gotta go looking for Paige. We gotta go looking for the Paige. There it is! There it is! We didn't have to go too far. Alright.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick. He moved with lazy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't staring at her. She didn't mind, at first. Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
It is weird. Why did he spare her? Right? It is weird. But yeah, so the last page for this zone is the story-related one up above. So, done here. Turn around. And then there's only a handful of pages left at the other spot too, right? So, unlike our other run, so for Alan Wake Remastered, which we played, unfortunately, we did not find all the pages, but even if we did find all the pages, we could not obtain all the pages, right? There was that side bit. The side bit being, oh yeah, if you want to get all the pages, you have to play on Nightmare. Well, I probably would have played on Nightmare, but you have to beat the game first before you can unlock Nightmare mode. So we would have had to play through a whole second time. Just didn't feel necessary, I guess. So we didn't. Although I do wish we had obtained all the pages. Right, because it's lore, it's part of the story.
Come on in.
Another TV. Is there a radio? Oh, we already got the radio here. Okay.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version.
Debatable.
No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this, that I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because
bothers you.
I'm better at being you than you ever were.
He's very obsessed with his looks, right? He's always adjusting his clothes and everything. So Scratch is the personification of all the bad press Alan got. Very well could be, yeah. So, is it a possibility, right, that... Or we have to ask ourselves, how did Scratch actually get created? Did Alan create Scratch by writing him into existence, or did he come into existence somehow in another way? Right? Did some of the bad, negative, written stuff about Alan actually spawn Mr. Scratch itself? Who knows? What I could say is I don't think just anyone can be a creator, if you will, like Alan is. But they actually haven't said whether or not that's the case, so who knows? I'm guessing we don't have to do this. We already installed it.
Cal, you need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Okay. Music? Whoa! Where did that come from? Behind me. Yeah, well, that grenade was there, unfortunately. We good? More spawning. That's a weird spot. Whoa, dodge the knife. I think I missed him. Dang. It's okay, though. We got ammo coming up. I like the music touch. It's good. More. There's more coming. That might be the last one. Nope. What? Oh, hold on. You turn the lights on. You could have turned the lights on earlier? Come on.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you alright?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now, but technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Convenient, too. I love that her like, biggest criticism was that they were breaking the laws of physics in her observatory. Hold on, before we go in, just make sure there's nothing back there, okay. Right, when we come in here, this is going to be the end,
You know, I know
of this
physicists
section.
who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
finally.
This should be the last time we do this.
If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No, you can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could—
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
You drag me in, I lie. I do kind of hope she shows up again. But she said that she didn't have any recollection of what happens after. So we can either assume, right, that that's because her memory point ends at interacting with Alan, because that's the important bit, and so then she remembers that on the next loop, all the way up through that. Or it means that she has no existence after we leave, because she wasn't written to have any more existence, meaning she's not a real person, but a character written for us to interact with, who then ceases to exist afterwards, which is crazy, and we still have no clue. Is she real? Or is she written and that's it? Or is she written that becomes real? We don't know. We don't know. I don't know if we'll find out either.
He feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Toward the scary door. Do-do-do-do. Alright, let's check how many pages we have to find here.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself,
we just started at a different
doesn't
spot.
show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Why did we start in a different spot? That's odd. Okay, we need to find 5 pages here. 5. So we'll be doing a lot of looking. Alice's film is the last page. Interesting. Back to the observatory, though. We have to read our new reality, fragment 3.
I'd found her film from the pile of containers in the back. I'd threaded it into the projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice. The sunrise I remembered so well only moments away. And then Mr. was there, nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage. and then the sun came up and things started to burn.
Ooh. Okay. We turn around, right? If they're gonna put a page, I would put it in this section, right? Maybe not. I don't see anything blinking up on the mini-map. Okay. Big guy. Oh, we don't have our crossbow.
Plan, do you?
Oh my goodness, he took a lot of shots. Well then, ammo, thank you. Splitting guy. What happens if I just fire? Can we kill him? No. Bad idea. This is a good time for that. I think. Was it? I don't know. Whoa. 1 shot, 2 kill. Cool. We're almost out. Oh, there's still another guy here. Hold on, I'm gonna swap guns real quick. Conserve some of our big ammo. I really shouldn't have been using the combat shotgun on the splitters. They're not. Did you hear him running? I kind of thought he was going to get us, to be honest. Came, dashing in real fast. Okay, so the back is open this time. Good to know. No pages back here, though. We haven't found a single page yet. The layout's different. Did you notice? Not like, it's not hugely different or anything, but it is different. Do we grab the ammo now? Yeah, if I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget. That's the reality of it, I think. Just the right one. I don't know why they made this like a puzzle thing. It's not really a puzzle when they give you the answer immediately, right? Normally they have a whole host of enemies coming in here to kill us, and they didn't this time. That's kind of weird, right? There they are. A little bit of lag. Oh, what? Okay. We're good. Go hit that checkpoint. I probably should have shot a flare, right? That would have killed them all. Probably should have done that. Oh, look, now it's blocked off. You see this? So weird. was hoping to go a different direction this time. I don't think I'm going to make it. We'll wait for the cycle. This wasn't open last time, so that's new. Gaming Instincts! Welcome, welcome. Oh, how nice of it to unlock the door for us. Check that out. We are finishing up this game tonight, for sure. In fact, I think we're getting kind of close to the end. Do we want to go in there to look for a page? Briefly. We're just looking at the mini-map. That's all we're doing. Nothing. Nothing showing up. Have you ever played the Alan Wake games?
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Your wife and your life! Yup. Ammo? Okay, we're good. That's a lot of dudes. Okay, flare. This is the perfect time for a flare. Shoot another one. Okay, get the shotgun out. So many shots. It's a good thing that we have the combat shotgun, I guess. Hold on, sorry, pause. You had an accidental nap. Your ISP decided to kick you off during a stream. Oh, man. I gotta tell you, the ISP issues with streaming and whatnot are terrible. Horrendous. Because, like, even if you tried to get them to solve something when you're currently having an issue, no, they'll be like, yeah, we can come out in 5 days. You know what I mean? And coming out's not really gonna help anyways. You want to play these, though. You have a copy of the second. A publisher gave it to you, but you haven't touched it. Need to play the first. You absolutely will want to play the first one before you play the second one. We haven't played the second one yet, but this game is so story-driven. Like, the gameplay itself, I'm just going to say, you know, you take it or leave it. It's not amazing. It is just what it is. But the story is great. I love it. So I would have to imagine you would certainly want to play the first one first. Now, this is a filler game, and it's not bad, but I don't think it's required at all. We're just doing it as part of our playthrough. It was a neighborhood outage. Yeah, that's bad too. They got it fixed within 3 hours. That's also great. You love Remedy. Control was amazing. Yes, yeah. And so Control is in the same universe, so we will be playing Control as part of our Alan Wake playthrough. Now, I have already played Control, but I will be playing it again. And we're also going to play Quantum Break, which is sort of part of the thing as well. Oh my goodness!
I don't know what you think.
That almost got us.
But I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Ah! Did nothing. Oh, he wasn't broken. Okay. I will also say, we played the first one on the hardest difficulty that we could play at the time, but once you play it through on hard or whatever, you unlock Nightmare. We did not play it through on Nightmare. I am playing this one right now on normal, which is, there's normal and Nightmare, and I decided, you know what, we're just going to go for story, but it is quite easy. You're waiting for Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes? So glad they're doing them. Yeah, Max Payne is kinda, sort of in the same universe as well. Kind of, sort of. So, Max Payne is essentially Alan's books of Alex Casey, the detective Alex Casey. But, well, I say kind of, sort of, because I don't think they ever really intended them to be connected because they didn't have the rights at all to Max Payne, unfortunately.
When the Dark Man's eyes suddenly
They
locked
do now,
into
though,
Serena's,
right?
she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
So, yes, so Max is modeled after Sam Lake, the owner of Remedy, the creator of Remedy Entertainment. Now, interestingly enough, Sam Lake is actually a character in the Alan Wake universe. His name is Sam Lake, and he's not playing a character. Well, he might be playing a character, but he's actually in it as himself. There is a scene. I can't remember if it was in the base game or if it was in the DLC of the original, but he does actually exist in the Alan Wake universe. Okay, there's another page coming up here too, and we're gonna do a loop of the area, right? We still need 4 more pages, or 3 more after we get this one, I think. Even though this is our goal right here.
You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before.
You can think that. All right, let's go ahead and grab this ammo. We will hit the checkpoint. Now, will that guy follow us in here? Because I would really like to watch the TV.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
Yeah, if those guys are coming in here, we need to take them out before we watch the TV, or we'll be in trouble, right? Unless they back away. Hold on, let's find out. I guess we did. They might be endlessly respawning. I'm not sure, because the dark fountains are in existence. But we have to check the TV out. It's part of the lore. Oh, that should have ended it. Okay, good.
I've been around for a while now, you know? Well, you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness. I've been busy. I operate in the shadows. Not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken. But I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there. It goes deep. And the things that live in it are vast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper.
He's trying to open the floodgate.
You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Get a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Okay. Game wants us to go that way. We're gonna go the opposite. Looking for those pages. 3 left. And I doubt that they'll be like story driven, but there may be one in the building. This is not DLC, this is its own game. So this is Alan Wake's American Nightmare. It is kind of a short game, but it is its own separate game that came out a few years after the original. There is that a box? I think it's a box over there too. Is that actually where we picked up the combat shotgun? I think it is. Hold on, we'll go up this way now. We'll come back around on the loop. And in fact, I'm going to swap the combat shotgun for the crossbow. Ammo, we're full on ammo. Good. There is a page right here. Perfect. I think I just heard guys spawn, so I'll have to be closer. Oh no, your boss called. You missed a bunch of lore. You did miss a lot. One of the, it's not really lore, but one of the interesting things about this zone bomber, when we spawned here again, we were actually in that parking lot, all the way at the bottom of the hill. The one that we were sort of talking about the last time we were here.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
Yeah, I see an enemy down there. You definitely spawned in. Alright, so hold on. We are 2 pages missing. Alice's film could technically be at the very end, but the clothes, we should probably go try to find that. But yeah, we're right at the end, coming up. Unless there's something more that we're not anticipating, you know, which could happen. Could happen. That guy's gonna keep chasing us, but let's just keep moving. He shows up, he shows up. Checkpoint. Sawed-off shotgun is what we're using right now. Good. Good on ammo as well. I don't see a page here. Let's move up the hill. We've technically turned the lights on, right? So we should come up here and see if we can save Serena, which is one of the things I wanted to make sure we tried to do. Oh, there's a page right over here. Nice. You know, I don't think we ever came up on this little hill. I didn't even think we could. Oh, this one's Alice's film. Okay, so the other page is definitely going to be out here somewhere as well.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw her name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule. Moments snatched from times gone by. From a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about. Something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
We're gonna have to fight Mr. Scratch. Okay, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully the crossbow is a good weapon for him. I imagine it must be though, right? We will go in that building in just a moment. We're gonna go around first. Can I open this door? No. Of course not. Page. Yeah, find all the manuscript pages. That's it.
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began.
That why we're here?
The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
All right, Gaming Instincts, I'll talk to you later. Do I think that he will come back when he left 2 years ago or in the present? You're excited about the reunion. You hope it's not a she sees him fade to black. All right, so I don't know. I legit do not know anything about the lore from the second game. Okay? But I do know a little bit about the lore because of Control. Now, Control is a separate thing, right? It doesn't really have a lot to do with Alan Wake, but they did come out with a DLC that was about Alan Wake, right? And so I know a little bit. Now, I will say it's not a lot of it. However, I don't think, and again, I don't really know for certain, but I do not think this game is going to have a happy ending. We're about to go find out, though. However, no, I don't think, by the way, if and when he comes back to the real world, I do not think it's going to be 2 years ago. I think it's going to be in the present. I think time is legitimately passing for him and everyone else. All right, I could just turn the lights on, or I could talk to her first. Oh, I can't talk to her. Lights. By the way, we didn't have to come up here. We did not have to come up here, right? I hope we get a trophy for this, too.
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
I can help you deal with this afterwards.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
You can see 100 different endings, but you don't know what you would think would be a good one. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a good thing, too. What would be a good ending? All right, ammo. You know what? Did we maybe miss out on something? Because in the last cycle, we did not run back up here and turn the lights on for her. I feel like that was a mistake. We probably should have come all the way back up. And I just didn't. Good is relative. A good bad ending would be fine. Okay, yeah.
Welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot.
It was called
It's not a
Sunrise.
medium I'm very much at home with. You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye. Maybe. But experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right.
I'm glad you talked me into it.
Okay. You know, we didn't get an achievement for all of the radios or all of the televisions, which kind of makes me question, did we miss one of those? I don't know. I don't think so, though. I feel like we got all of those. Okay, I did just see that we got a checkpoint, so we shouldn't need to go touch that light over there. I was trying to shoot. I couldn't. Swapping weapons is slow. Right? We probably really shouldn't be trying to swap weapons when something is that close to us, but it felt like a good idea to me at the time. And I'm gonna do it again. Whoa! If we just destroy the fountains, then we don't even have to kill the guys. So maybe that's the way to play it, right? Almost time for the final showdown. Get our guns loaded up. We've got a lot of, like, flares and flashbangs and flare gun ammo, so we should really think about using that as well, right?
Again,
I'm assuming
the champion of
boss
light
fight
enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Okay, so step one, play the arcade game. Alright, Alice's film was in the back. By the way, I love the Tom the Poet thing being there. That's amazing. So her film is going to be like right there somewhere. Yeah, so we'll hold that for the end, right? Thought I saw something else pop up right there. Alright, so it's late at night. The summer was almost over. There was a film noir poster available. Spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher, and finally, Alice's film goes in the projector. I have no idea how to load one of these, but hopefully Alan does. So the manuscript said that Mr. Scratch is going to be hit by the beam from the projector itself.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Rewrite reality for the last time.
What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Maybe there is no fight. Oh, this was from the vacation.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How?
Is this not the movie?
I love you.
It's not.
I love you.
Because if it was a movie, why would you say, is it really?
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
We hit the end. But I'm pretty sure they just said that didn't really happen.
You know it feels nice watching the sun come up.
Do we think this is gonna be DMCA'd? I think it probably is. Nah, we'll do that. We'll do this. I don't know how to take it. I don't. Because if that was real, right, then that's the end of the story. But we know, right, that there is an Alan Wake 2 coming up. And this, we also know, is, I'm pretty sure, canon, right? So I'm not sure yet. We'll let the credits play. We always let the credits play, right? They all deserve it. They all deserve it. Okay, so Quantum Break, by the way, I believe, is a fairly short game as well. Maybe about the same amount of time as this one. So, we might play it sooner than later. I don't know. Not like, it's not gonna be the next game. But I could certainly see us getting through Control in the next couple months, and maybe before the end of the year's up, we hit Alan Wake 2. I'd really like to play Alan Wake 2. Music's not bad. Sorry you can't hear it. You do have Popski up there, though. So, this is about halfway into the stream, so we could easily do something else. Do we have anything in mind? Is there anything anyone would like to see? I think we'll look at our backlog a little bit as well. Maybe we'll do a little maintenance on the backlog sheet itself, but it would be good to talk about other games coming up too, I think. How do I feel about Dragon's Dogma? I mean, swapping to Dragon's Dogma tonight? We could. Crosscode DLC. I'm not starting Crosscode DLC tonight. But, yeah. I'm wondering if there's going to be a scene at the end of these credits. Something else. I kind of hope there is. Kind of hope there is, you know? So speaking of other things, right? There is the spiritual successor to Monster Sanctuary coming up in alpha that you can apply for. I'm not going to apply for the alpha because we can't stream it. If we can't stream it, I'm probably not going to play it. I feel like I would like to play it for the first time on stream, but we'll definitely be playing it when it comes out. It's called Aethermancer. Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue. I'm ready in case a clip... Hold on.
No?
Barry?
Al?
Oh. Oh! Barry woke up out of sleep with static on the television and said, Al? Like he might be aware of Alan sort of coming back there.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. There are
Which
places
also
in our
probably
world
means
where
Alice would be
fiction and
too.
dreams
I
can come
legit
true,
do not think
powered by
Alan
the
and
dark
Alice
energies leaking from beyond.
connected at the end.
These
But
places are
maybe
a
they
battlefield in a war between
slightly
the
did
powers
in
of
like an
light
astral out of body experience,
and
maybe.
darkness.
I don't know. All right. Let's take a quick peek at the achievements. All right, so this is Steam achievements, right? So we only got half of them. 50%, 6 out of 12. So we got the rewrite reality for the last time. Okay, so 39.5% of players beat the game. That's what that means, right? Less than half of the people who've played this on Steam beat it. Like, really beat it. Or maybe Barry had a Mr. Itch. Maybe. Finding all the manuscript pages, only 11.4% of players got that one. I will say, finding the pages wasn't that difficult, but if we played it on the harder difficulty, maybe it would have been more challenging to decide we don't have enough ammo to go out there or something. I don't know, maybe the ammo still would have been as plentiful. I don't know. But we did have to run around. If we just went directly from point A to point B, we absolutely would not have found all the pages. Took out 2 splitter spawns with a single shot. We did that right at the very end today. Only 28.7. Make sure Dr. Meadows can take another look at the skies. You secured the coolant tanks at the observatory. 42.8% of players. So we got that on the 12th. So that's probably on the first time in the second section. Rewrite reality for the first time. That's bringing down the satellite. See, sometimes it's hard to believe these numbers though. Only 67.5% of players who have played the game, legitimately, if you own the game but you haven't booted it up, you don't count. So 2/3 of players, let's rephrase it. 1/3 of players never even beat the first zone on the first loop. That's weird, right? I guess they booted it up for 5 minutes and then shut it down and never went back? Escape the Taken to the motel. 78.2% of players did that. So, reaching the motel is the very first thing you do, right? You get chased by the Taken down the hill, you go to the motel, and you get that achievement. So, these numbers are always weird to me to see. Okay, what are the other achievements? Survive until dawn in any arcade mode level. Ah, there is an arcade mode we haven't played. You made it through the night and enjoyed a nice sunrise in one of the arcade levels. Survive an arcade level using nothing but the flashlight and handheld flares. Oh. Get a 6-minute survivor streak and over 100,000 points in an arcade level. Unlock all of the Nightmare arcade mode levels. Defeat 2000 taken. Man, I wonder what our number is on that. I can't imagine we're even close to 1,000, honestly. And then get 70,000 points in any Nightmare arcade level. So it's really all arcade stuff. But we got everything we could have, really. I'm not super interested in the arcade stuff, to be honest with you, but let me click it and see what happens. Cemetery, there's new levels. There's new levels. Graveyard's supposed to be nice and peaceful spots, but this one is anything but. Watch your back, or you just might get to enjoy a little eternal rest of your own. Yeah, sounds like the rest are arcade, for sure. Ghost Town, Oil Field, Caves, Trailer Park, and then all of the same ones on Nightmare. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not super interested in playing the arcade. We're here for the story. Collectibles, let's take a look at this one. Weapons. I don't think we ever found a revolver. Again, some of these might be arcade only. We started with the pistol, and then we swapped it for the SMG. We had the nail gun for a little bit just to try it. It's not too powerful or accurate. That would explain why we kept missing the spiders. Flare gun, pump action shotgun, carbine rifle, crossbow. What does it say? Slow to reload and the bolts fly in an arc, so you'll need to aim accordingly. I never noticed that we had to aim with an arc in mind. Luckily, there's an upside. The crossbow can fire right through the darkness that protects enemies. The SMG and the Magnum. I don't think we ever saw that one either. Hunting rifle we did. Assault rifle we did. Yes. Yes. Yep. And that's it. Okay, cool. We didn't miss anything crazy. We got all the pages. We can go back and watch the videos. Okay. And we can go back and do the radio shows, and we collected all of them. Good to know. There should have been an achievement for collecting all the videos and radio shows. Like, one for videos and one for radio shows. Honestly, if this game was made today, there would have been achievements for getting so many kills with each weapon or something like that too, but this is definitely an older game. Okay. Exit game, confirm. We'll go back to my dashboard here, my desktop, if you will. Turn that off. Let's go ahead and open up the backlog. Whoop. We'll make it a little bigger too, so it's easier to read. What? Sure. There we go. Control plus didn't work. Control scroll does though. Let's go here. So we have Alan Wake right here. So it's no longer continue playing. We have completed. That didn't do anything. Hold up. Sorry. 1 second. Okay, completed. You're gonna email the devs? What, about trophies? We don't need to do that. We could level grind in Etrian Odyssey. You know, honestly, I didn't even really think about that. You know, I'm gonna move myself over there as well, because then, well, see more of the list. I didn't really even think of that. It's not a terrible option. It's really not a terrible option if we're just going to grind some levels. Because, to be fair, I have not done it off stream, and I haven't really had a huge desire to. Let's see. So, we are currently playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Here's the thing. I've enjoyed the game, but that one quest has really thrown me off of it. I don't know why. It's completely a mental block, right? I actually wrote up some of my thoughts on it, and I'll share those out at some point. But Merc demands trophies for radio shows. Ah! Hold on. While we're here, why don't we swap over to this screen? This screen makes a lot more sense. We get some music, chat will show up in the bottom, all of that. Hopefully, but now it makes the content smaller, so hopefully it's still readable. Let me know if it's still readable. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say we're paused on Dragon's Dogma. I was thinking we would probably continue it on Wednesday. I was. I need to move both Escape and Alan Wake's to the previously streamed. I'll do that later. Rise of the Ronin. Here's the thing with Rise of the Ronin. I've played some of it, but I haven't played a whole lot of it. And I don't really want to start over. So if we did any of it on stream, I'd probably just play the game I'm already playing. But I don't know if that makes a good stream, because there is story involved and you would have missed out on story. So I'm probably just going to remove Ronin off of the backlog. Unless anyone feels strongly otherwise about it. That's probably what's going to happen. I will say, if we did do it on stream, there'd be a lot of deaths. I mean, there's a lot of deaths off stream too, but that is the nature of arcadey Souls-like. Because we're going to be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 more, right? We're not looking at starting another big game in the near term, but we should start thinking about some other smaller games. Because I would like to maybe mix them in, do one day a week or something like that. Yes, Technomage is very nice. I love these guys, they're great. If we brought in some smaller games, right? Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it's not too long, really. I mean, comparatively. 22 compared to a 55, right? There is also Mega Man Battle Network 2. It's also kind of high on our list. Breath Edge is a space survival builder, which sounds neat. So it's up there as well. Those are the top things I think on my potentials for side games. But I will have to say we should really do Crosscode A New Home sooner than later. We probably should, right? Because it's going to be a thing. Breath Edge, I've got your attention. You're going to look it up. By the way, Breath Edge, this used to be a 2 on my interest level, but I dropped it to a 3 because we had some other things that kind of bumped up there. In fact, how about I just like... I have Breath Edge, by the way. It's in my thing here. Let's go to the store page. Sorry, let's swap back over to this. Goodbye music, and then we'll just watch the thing here. Your only chance to get home. Scavenge through the wreckage. Upgrade your suit, craft tools, build vehicles. This is supposed to be kind of like Subnautica. Kinda. But in space. What? Hold your breath, gather your strength to discover the truth. Above Nautica? Yes! So I feel like this could be a really cool game. I feel like it could be a really cool game. By the way, I think Breath Edge 2 is set to come out this year or something. Anti-glare mode. Wait, just kidding. What? What? This game I understand is also a bit of like a comedy sort of too. They don't take themselves super seriously, and there's a lot of like jokes. So it feels like a good game tryout. Hypertrain made it. Hypertrain is a publisher. It looks like Red Ruins made it. What else is Hypertrain's done Void Train. Okay. Oh, they did Stone Shard. Stone Shard is a game that's been on my list for a while, like just my personal wish list, because I've heard a lot of good things about it. They also did Jack Move. Jack Move. I know the name. I know we've probably talked about Jack Move before, but it has escaped my mind. Jack Move, RPG that features a unique blend of gritty cyberpunk storytelling. Oh, that's right. Weren't you telling me, Bomber, that this game was like, it was good, but it was really easy until the very end when it became super difficult or something like that? Yeah, exactly that? Okay. Is it still worth a play? Because this kind of a game feels right up our alley for stream, does it not? It feels like a good stream game. You recommend it? Great. Great, hold on. With that in mind, let's go ahead and throw it on the list, right? Jack Move. I do not own it. Also, my interest level is probably, at this moment, a 3. Let's go ahead and throw it there. How long to beat? Jack Move. What do they say? There's a DLC, is that what that is? Icebreaker DLC? What is that? What is Icebreaker? I don't know. But it says main plus extra is only 7 hours, so it's a relatively short game. Swap, and this would be PC Steam. Go ahead, and let's go ahead and do a X, because it's new. Do another sort. Jack Move got put in position 45. Granted, right, we can always choose to play something at any point on the list. Every game on this list is a game that I want to play, and I want to play on stream. This is just to help us organize it, to maybe put some things in an order, but we can always jump the list. It took you 10 hours. Okay, that's a good call-out. I mean, it'll probably take us longer. If we come back here, the completionist says 7.5 hours. Okay, I don't know. Here's the thing. How many reviews do they have? 8, maybe from 85 people. Like 85 people's not a very big number, right? You could have some at 3 hours and some at 15 hours and then get down to 7 or whatever. Oh, they've only pulled 19 people for the main plus extras. That's even like smaller. The average was 7.5. Median 6.5, and the rush was 4.5. Leisure 11 and 15. Yeah, I don't know. These numbers, by the way, are always just an estimation, and we almost always go over. Almost always. Like, for example, our Alan Wake, right? That that definitely went over the 4.5 hours listed here. We did about 6 hours for sure. Okay, so we've got some ideas of what's coming next. I think Wednesday will be Dragon's Dogma 2. I gotta tell you, 4.5 if I'm skipping it all. Well, some people do, right? Some people absolutely do. They just click through all the dialogue and run to the next point and do whatever it is they're supposed to do there. Honestly, here's the thing. With Alan Wake's American Nightmare, had we not stopped and listened to the radio stations, had we not stopped and watched the televisions, well, absolutely. Had we not stopped and listened to all the manuscript pages, we could have been done in 3 hours, probably. Or lower, or less, you know what I mean? Like, if we just skipped all that and ran through, shot the gun, pointed the flashlight, we would have been done in no time. But that's not even experiencing half the game. Most of the game is in that dialogue, right? Most of the game is in that dialogue. Most of it. Okay, we also have, let's not forget, by the way, we also have this. Unicorn Overlord. Which I'm itching for. I'm itching for that too. It's on position 11 on our sheet here. By the way, it starts at position 2 because position 1 is the header. things to keep in mind. Oh, you know what? Let's watch the Quantum Break thing real quick, because I'd like to get... Now that we just beat Alan Wake, this is the next game in our Alan Wake playthrough, so I guess I would like to see a tiny bit of that, if you will. I thought it was going to be in our next up. It is not in our next up. Oh, also, I'll move this out of next up, but Quantum Break.
Time is going to end. You have to trust me.
Or what?
Why is it so quiet? Hold on, I'm gonna restart it.
Time is going to end. You have to trust me.
Or what?
Also, I love that actor, by the way, and he's the character you play as.
Jack, run!
Why are you helping me? You're with them.
It's more complicated than... Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. They can't be changed. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Advancing on hostile!
So the character has some kind of time manipulation.
My name is Paul Serene. I've seen the end of time.
He's seen the end of time. There's one other video. Let's check it out real quick, too.
No one saw it coming.
I wonder if this trailer might have some gameplay in it. There wasn't any gameplay in the last one.
We never thought time itself could collapse. And take the world down with it.
Ground unit, this is Overlord 1, ready for mark. Copy, Overlord.
Because we take time for granted. Just like I took you for granted.
We'll get a visual on Joyce. Confirmed target, guns hot.
But if I get another chance, I'll make sure things are different.
You're clear to engage with weapons.
When I said I like this actor, by the way, I never know which one's which. He's a twin. And they're both actors. I like them both, but they do definitely do some different roles.
I'll save you.
It's like Neo. He just pushed that bullet aside like nothing. That's Quantum Break. So that is the next part of our Alan Wake playthrough. Not exactly fully canon, because they don't own the rights to it. But it is supposedly the same universe, and from what I gather, there are some nods and or Easter eggs that point to Quantum Break in Control, which I totally didn't get because I never played this game, and I guess in Alan Wake 2. Right? So, we'll play this one, we'll get an understanding of what it is, and then hopefully we find out what those nods are in the subsequent games. With that being said, I was going to play something else, but I think we're just going to end the stream early. I know it's quite early compared to normal, but it's all cinematic, no gameplay. I think there's going to be gameplay. I think so. It does say it's a part live action show, where decisions in one dramatically affect the other. So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to mean. I'm interested to see. Here's the thing. I want to check it out, so we'll check it out on stream. But yeah, we're going to end a little early tonight. I just don't feel like starting something else. So we'll plan for Dragon's Dogma on Wednesday, and then we'll go from there and see what we do on Friday. I hope everyone had a good time tonight. I did. I hope you are excited to see more of the Alan Wake playthrough, because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I've heard so many good things about Alan Wake 2 that I cannot wait to get there. But anyways, with all of that, this is Merc Serene signing off. Back to the Technomage. Burger was here. Have a good one. Have a good night.